Hello there and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Marta. Today is the 30th of July and I'm here as always to give you a daily dose of the latest gaming news. Today I've got yet more news for you concerning Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, as Ubisoft has revealed some details about the PlayStation exclusive content, because as I'm sure most of you know by now, both the PS3 and PS4 versions of the game will offer 1 hour of exclusive single-player content, which will be set across 3 missions, and will star Aveline, who is of course the protagonist of the PS Vita game Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. And this information was revealed to us via lead writer Darby McDevitt, and this was on a post on Ubisoft's blog. And he had this to say: "It's a ways forward, so Aveline is a bit older. It's not directly related to the end of her story. If Assassin's Creed 4 is like a novel, Aveline's missions are like a short story. The present day is set in Abstergo Entertainment, which is this fun, hip company to work for at first. You are able to access the Aveline stuff because your co-workers are working on retrieving different genetic memories from all kinds of people. And as mentioned earlier, you will be working for Abstergo, but of course, as it is Abstergo, there's something much deeper going on, as you might expect. And as I mentioned earlier, Aveline's content will be broken up into 3 separate missions, which will, of course, equal about an hour's worth of content. As we saw previously in the Assassin's Creed games, this content is, of course, going to be a Sony exclusive. And they did touch on this a little bit at San Diego Comic-Con, and they said that these missions are made possible thanks to some of Abstergo's Animus upgrades. And Abstergo has supposedly been digging through genetic memories of the assassins, supposedly in search of a good product. So not a huge amount of detail regarding what kind of missions we could expect for the exclusive content, but it still gives you a good idea of what to expect from them. Of course, they're going to be 3 fairly shorter missions, which will add up to about an hour, but it's good to be seeing Aveline coming back again. Personally, I would love to see a female assassin being the star of a main numbered game, but who knows if we'll actually ever see that. Perhaps for the future games, I don't really know, but it would be definitely something nice to see. It was good to see in Liberation, don't get me wrong, but that was of course a PS Vita game, and I personally think it would be a nice sort of change of pace if we were to see a female assassin with perhaps some different strengths and weaknesses than we saw with Desmond's predecessors in obviously Assassin's Creed 1 to 3. That would be an interesting dynamic and a little bit of change up, and of course could result in perhaps some different style of gameplay or just different nuances to the character in just how they move, how they climb and so forth, and of course their personality, storyline and so on. But of course it's just pure speculation. It's just what I would like. If I was granted my wish for Assassin's Creed as a series, well, there would be a game set in feudal Japan, and it would probably be starring a female protagonist. That's personally what I would love for the series. That would be a pretty damn good game to play, but that's not saying that Black Flag doesn't look awesome, because it obviously does. Assassin's Creed is one of my favourite series from recent years, and Ubisoft are one of my favourite developers. So definitely be keeping my eye on this one. And while it's a bit of a shame that this is exclusive content, and to be honest, it's not really something I'm agreeable with. I think it's a little bit harsh to lock off an hour's worth of content. I've done a rant video on this in the past. I'm not going to go on it too much, but I wish this content was available to everyone. But of course, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Anyway, that is me done for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.